morning.
Morning.
This time is the last time I stand here to give my presentation. And somebody told me, if you are very, very homesick in a new place, it means you will stay here. You will stay there for a long time. But if you fell in love with the place and don't want to leave, it means the departure say hello to you. So today I will give my presentation with a sad but appreciate feelings here. Thank you. My topic is seeing, hearing, and thinking. This is a reflection on my SIUE experience. My name is Xiaojuan. I come from the Northwest Normal University. And today I will interpret the three topics. The first is what are the main instructional similarities and differences between the two universities. The second is why are there so many instructional similarities and differences. The third is what I harvest from my SIUE experience and want to practice in my future. The first question, I will explain it in the two aspects. The first aspect is ethics of instruction. In the two universities, there are so many similarities and differences in the ethics of instruction. The similarities is not to reschedule class meetings or final examinations without the permission of the dean or chair, the provost, and the consent of the student enrolled. To provide the student at his or her request with appropriate and helpful writing, and oral explanations for assigned grades and other evaluated work. To provide teaching and learning experience and free of favoritism, prejudice, discrimination, or harassment. To remain abreast of new development in the subject field and to incorporate this new knowledge in course instruction. To assist in instructional support activities such as curriculum development, textbook selection, course revisions, and acquisition of publications and other library activities. Not to become involved in roles or successful relationships with any student for whom the instructor currently has any teaching responsibility, including counseling and advising, supervision of independent students, supervisions of independent studies, research, thesis, and dissertation. To obtain permission from the chair in advance when class must be missed, and when possible to provide an alternate instructor who has been given directions concerning planned class activities. This is the similarity between the two universities, but there are some difference also. The difference is in SIUE, teachers will inform students earlier in the term by means of syllabus or other written statements or planned course coverage, required textbooks, and approximate schedule of assignments of the guiding policies to be used, including a description of the relative weight to be assigned to different activities and of attendance requirements, if any. The teachers will announce and adhere to a schedule of official hours which permits and encourages students to meet with the instructor in his or her office and to be available for special conference as needed. The teachers will attend promptly and fully each class meetings, and the teachers will return students' work promptly except when announcement has been made to the class that work will not be returned, and to retain any unreturned students work for at least 1 term. But in the Northwest Normal University, the teachers can present these issues to students orally and early in the term, but not via syllabi or other written statements. And in the Northwest Normal University, there are no open office hours for the students, but if the students need to, they can schedule an appointment with this instructor. Instructors are not always required to go to class. It is based on students' need. Instructors may keep students' work if they want, or they can return it to the students. That is up to the instructor. And from my classroom observations, and experience, it also finds some similarities and differences between the two universities. The similarities are teachers and students in the two universities are dedicated and diligent. Teachers and students are curious and desire to seek the truth and knowledge. Teachers care for and feel responsible for their students, and students respect their teachers. Teachers are all doing instruction and research work. This is the similarities in the two universities. I observed it. And the difference in the SIUE, the teachers emphasize the ways and the means on how to learn, how to acquire and apply knowledge which is useful and related to life. And the teachers spend more time on preparing and designing their instruction, like drawing forth the questions instead of offering the fixed answers, like to challenge themselves and apply new teaching methods in their classes. Believe in students and let them practice and experience by themselves. Emphasize the learning process and the students' participation in class. Strive to develop the students' abilities and divergent thinking. But in the Northwest Normal University, the teachers believe, as the Chinese proverb states, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. However, teachers emphasize the factual and semantic knowledge, and which is connected with truth. Teachers spend more time on how to teach and lecture, as the Chinese old saying states, teacher preach to teach to dispel doubts also. Like to teach in their own ways, and if the teaching style is formed, it's difficult to change. The teachers worry about the students and do a lot of things for the students instead of themselves. The teachers emphasize the learning result and lecturing, aiming at increase the students' knowledge and developing their convergent thinking. And the students in the SIUE and in the Northwest Normal University is also different. The students can ask questions and express their ideas bravely, timely, and activity in the SIUE. And they are good at speaking, operating, doing, and solving problems by hand. Usually, the answer will be found by themselves. But in the Northwest Normal University, the students usually ask questions after class instead of in class, and express their ideas timidly, passively. They are good at theoretical knowledge and analyzing problems by rational thinking, used to listening and note-taking. In most cases, the answer is definite and offered by the teacher. This is the first topic I state, and And the second question is why are there so many instructional similarities and differences? I will interpret it from the two aspects. From the view of the economic and the conditional level, the Northwest Normal University can represent China to some extent. In the Northwest Normal University, China has the largest population in the world. Therefore, there is a large student population in most schools and classrooms, and the technology are very limited for carrying on teaching activities fully and efficiently. So the teachers are used to lecturing, and the students are used to listening. The second is economic development of China is unbalanced like all of the world. The western region is relatively poorer than the eastern region, and the high-quality resources of higher education are very limited in the western area. The senior high school students have to take and pass the extremely challenging college entrance examination before they are admitted to a university. So knowledge is the primary task of the teachers and the students. The third reason is, as a result of the underdeveloped economic situation and the loss of a large number of qualified teachers, the educational reform and the innovation of this area is inefficient and will encounter many difficulties. But in SIUE, I think SIUE can represent America to some degree. So compared to China, American population is not so large. The classrooms and the teaching spaces are very sufficient for carrying on teaching activities fully and efficiently. As a developed country, there are abundant high-quality resources for higher education. Most of the students can go to college by application or other means. So they have enough time to improve themselves according to their will and interest, not only in primary and the secondary school, but also in the university. But from the view of the spiritual and the ideological level, I think there are some reasons in the culture. In the Northwest Normal University of China, Chinese education inherits and carries forward Chinese Asian traditional educational thought, such as Confucian educational thought. Confucian he is biggest famous educator. He said, education is a guiding and remolding process wrought by teachers, in which the students will learn to do the right and the good things. So this thought emphasizes teachers and adults as great examples for students. Guide and remold the students in the educational process is the teacher's responsibility. So you can see some pictures of the Chinese classroom and Chinese students' part. They want the good teachers in their classroom, and they give a portrait of the good teachers. And this is means the teachers will be the sun, and the students will be the small tree, and they need the sunshine. And these pictures also, the teachers will be the sun, and the students will be the sunflower. The teachers will be the sea or the water, and the students will be the fish. The teachers will open the umbrella for all of the students. That means the teachers should protect their students. Teachers should love and protect their students like they love the flower. The teachers will protect with their students equally and must treat them equally, boys and girls equally. And in these pictures, we can see the students want the teachers love them and treat them equally, especially on the gender issues. These pictures is made up of 4 photos, and these photos means my teacher is not very beautiful on his appearance, but it is very, very beautiful in his heart. So the teachers should be my good friend and be my good supporter and will be a good guider in my life road. And the second reason we can find the Chinese not only affected by Confucian thought, but also affected by Herbart's educational thinking. And also we can find some Herbart's educational thinking in the student's heart. This pictures is, I'm sorry, I can't express explanation of the Herbart's theory. The Herbart's theory means this theory regards experienced students and activities as educational centers and is opposite of Herbart's traditional educational theory. It changed the focus from teachers to. Oh, I'm sorry. In Edwardsville, teacher, textbook, and classroom are 3 centers of education. So the teacher serves as an important role in the education and should be equipped with broad and profound knowledge gained through the book and to be passed on to the students. So we can learn from the pictures of the students. The teachers will be full of the knowledge, must be knowledgeable. And also the teachers should be versatilities, and with many gifts. The teachers not only know the knowledge from the book, but also he can play the basketball, he will be gifted on the computer, and he will know some knowledge outside the textbook. And he will be a very good heart and very broad and can forgive the students' mistake. And the teachers will smile every day to the students, and they will treat the girls and the boys equally. So, and this is the Chinese word that means knowledge. So in China, the teacher is not very easier to do. And this is another picture can express the same idea of the students. The teachers must be versatilities. And in America, American education, in my opinion, I think American education is affected by John Dewey's progressive civism, educational philosophy, and Jan Piaget's constructivism learning theory to a large extent. But I think it's only in my opinion. This system regards experience, students, and activities as educational centers and is opposite of Herbart's traditional educational theory. It changes the focus from teachers to the students' activity and emphasize the importance of students' active learning from doing and from their own direct experience. Piaget's theory states that learning is a progress of individuals' rational positive construction. So I think the American education is affected by John Dewey and James Piaget. And we can find some impressions in the classroom. This is the pictures I took from my classroom. This is Stephanie's class, and the students will learn how to give the literature class for the primary students, so they can prepare some teaching materials for the students. And this is another. And this is students made in the class. And this is the Tianlong Yu's class, and the students do the presentation at the end of the tour. And this is I took from Jessica's class, and the students do the field work around the Cougar Lake. Yeah. And also this is Jessica's classroom, and the students do the experiment by hand. And this is the students in the Jessica's class. She do the micro teaching by herself, and she takes some traits from her family. And these pictures I took from the SIUE kindergartens, and we can look the John Dewey's effect. The students learn something from doing, and this is we took from the Columbus primary school, and the students learn how to get the electronic by their own. And this is also from the same schools. The students try to learn to do the present, the gift for a special day. And this is the students solve the problem by themselves. And this is the students experience how to suffering on the internet and guided by their teachers. And this is the Edwardsville High School. The students play the basketball by their guiders in a big center. Yeah. And this pictures is I took from the East St. Louis Charter High School. The students high up their hands and want to answer the questions. They are active. Yeah. And the last topic is what I harvested from my SIUE experience and want to practice in the future. To me, the SIUE experience is a huge asset and an extremely good memory in my life. I will remember, enjoy, and cherish it forever. So many words I want to express, and it can't express my ideas clearly. The syllabus developed and used by SIUE faculties is a remarkable product. I will introduce the successful experience to our faculty and try to adapt it in my teaching. I will put more energy and time on design and prepare lessons before class instead of explaining the difficult points in class. I will try to open students' imaginations and creativities by adapting various flexible teaching methods, teaching activities, and offering students more chances to practice and express in my class. I will try to design and organize extracurricular experimental for the students in large classes in order to motivate students to study initiatives and test their potential. I will share the enjoyable experience and the good memory of SIUE to my relatives, my friends, my colleagues, and my students. I will keep in touch with the faculties of the School of Education at SIUE to strengthen our cooperation and friendship. I will try to change my lifestyle and spend my life healthily, peacefully, happily, friendly, tranquilly, and orderly like the people in Edwardsville and SIU. I will try my best to educate myself and find a chance to visit SIU again with my family. That's all. Thank you.